Well, it has been a long, long time since I've been on here. It's been an awful long time, and I want to tell everybody welcome to a Patriotic Rancher Show. I don't know about you guys, but it's been a long time since I've been on here. I've been holding off, waiting just to see what's what, been paying attention to everything that's going on. And I don't know about y'all, but it sure seems like things are going to hell in a handbasket. And I mean, seriously, hell in a handbasket. It could be just me, though. Hello, Marita. Been a long time. Yep, been a long time since I've been on here. Um, but, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women of all ages, I've been sitting back all this while and watching things develop. I've been sitting back and listening to everything. I've been sitting back and remembering what my dad told me, who was in the Navy during World War II, who was a lifelong Democrat his entire life. He told me that the last time he voted was before Bill Clinton ran for president. He refused to vote for him. And he was a lifelong Democrat. And before he died, my dad looked at me and said, the Democrats are going to destroy this country. They're going to take all your rights away. They're going to create problems from within our own borders. Well, we'll be in a war. You know, it's kind of interesting. My dad was actually pretty damn true. He's pretty right. Before I get going on this, folks, if you guys can invite people, I forgot how to invite people to come to this thing and everything because it's been so dang long. But I don't even know if anybody's doing shows on here anymore. I don't know if anybody's on here anymore, but I'm going to put this out today. They got the January 6th hearing going on today. And to me, that is a joke. I mean, it's a farce because you have nothing but liberals and you got rhinos on there. That's it. That's it. Liz Cheney, who lost her reelection by 40 points. What is she doing on there? Liz Cheney, who is a Democrat, and we all know this. She said, oh, Republicans aren't Republicans anymore. No, everybody has changed, just like Democrats. The Democrats back in my dad's day, were moderates. They weren't liberals, but now they're all liberals. But the bad part about this is everything is changing. Everything is changing. So it makes you wonder. But I've been listening on and off all this time to these January 6 hearings, and I got to laugh. I really got to laugh because they have not proved anything. They do not have any evidence of any kind of anything. They have hearsay. They got hearsay of what other people are saying. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to get this out. They have exactly. They don't have no hearsay. I mean, no evidence. They have hearsay. Well, somebody told somebody this. And anybody who watched everything on January 6th knows firsthand the president did not tell them to go invade the Capitol. He told them to walk peacefully, march peacefully down there. But yet now they're coming out and saying, oh, he did this on purpose. He yada, 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 yada. And I got to laugh. And even my own family members have threatened to disown me over this. And I think it's hilarious. I really do. Because it's so pathetic. And to me, that's exactly what it is. It's pathetic. How they are twisting this to meet their own narrative. And basically, when everybody looks at it, their own narrative is they don't like Trump. They did if he would have signed the papers saying he was a Democrat, imagine how everything would be so different. You know, our country's going to hell in a handbasket, like I was saying. Things have gotten really bad, really bad. Our recession right now, if you look at our economy, you look at everything to deal with our economy and the recession. Yes, it is a recession. It's not just an inflation, it's a recession. It is worse than when Jimmy Carter was president. Um, we have a commander in chief who don't even know who he is. We have somebody in the White House that can't even speak correctly. We have somebody who's making laws in the House of Representatives that she needs to be tried. She needs to be tried. And the speaker of the, I mean, not the speaker, but the majority leader and minority leader in the Senate, they both need to go on trial. The Republicans are just as bad as the Democrats. And I've noticed since Barack Hussein Obama was president, how our Republican people that we elect have not done anything for the people. They haven't done anything. Our country's going to hell, ladies and gentlemen, and I hate to say it. I really do. It's not the same country that I knew growing up. It's not. You got these people out here, and I'm going to get slammed for this one, and I don't care. You got these people out here that saying they're a dog, they're a sheep, they're a cat, they're a telephone pole, they're a tree, they're a fish. And that's what they want to be identified as. Ain't going to happen. You're either a male or a female. You either got swinging parts or you don't have swinging parts. That's all there is to it. That's biological. That's science. That is proven science. And I'm here to hurt your feelings because feelings are meant to be hurt at times. And for you guys that think you live on your feelings and you grow your pink hair, your blue hair, your green hair with all these piercing and you weigh like a 2-ton Tessie, that's on you. That's on you because you're so scared of real life. Now, I got somebody calling me a Gen X the other day. Well, it's been a while back, but they called me a Gen X, and I had to correct them. I'm not a Gen Xer. I'm before Gen X. I was born in the early 60s, so I'm before Gen X. And I said, we damn sure did everything different. Because back then, when you were told to do something, you did it. If you didn't, you got your ass beat. Wasn't nothing for your mama to reach out and backhand you across the table if you said bad words or you backtalked or anything like that. We grew up in a time where you had to prove who you was and your worth. In our world today, in the United States today, there is no such thing. That's all gone because it's considered child abuse now. Child abuse. And these people who grew up and are adults now are suing their parents because they've been born. And all this brought on because liberals, every stinking Democrat out there wants this kind of crap. I think it's funny. I'm going to talk about the border for a second. I think it's funny because New York, places like that are really boo-hooing because all the illegals that's going to New York and Martha's Vineyard and all these other places up there from Texas and Florida, places like that. And I think it's hilarious myself. Y'all expect us down here, Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, New Mexico, Arizona, California, to let all these people come across the border illegally. They're not migrants. They're illegals. They are coming in this country illegally. Proven fact. Law. We have laws. And those laws state that they are illegal. But yet you want them to come in this country but stay down here. And prime example, what the Democrats really think of them is Nancy Pelosi came out like 2 weeks ago and stated that the farmers need all of them migrants to stay down south to pick the crops. That's what the Democrats think of you. That's exactly what they think of you. They don't care. So I'm going to put all this in a nutshell here in a minute. But when you start looking at everything, look what they have done to our economy. They have destroyed our economy every which way you could think of, and it's only getting worse. They have gotten rid of more jobs than you can ever imagine. After we had the most productive year, they have created a coronavirus with Fauci. Even Obama, I seen a video on Obama come out and say, what's the best way to test a vaccine? Is by testing everybody in the country for it. And that's what they've done, ladies and gentlemen. That's what they've done. If you went and got that shot, they're testing you. How many people have died from that shot? I can probably say I never got the shot and I never will. I've just had enough of everything that's going on. So I know I'm lumping it all together, and I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to because it's been so damn long and I'm so flustered. Everything is just so screwed up in our country. It really is. We have representatives on the Democrat and Republican side that have done everything we can think of to destroy our country from within. Our government on both sides is so corrupt, it's unreal. Now, in our Constitution, I had family members tell me this, that I couldn't do it. In our Constitution, it states the people control the government, not the government controlling the people. But how has it changed? And I remember I was doing a show with Crazy Horse and talking about becoming a real person again. Owning your straw man, getting away from admiralty law, getting back to common law. That's gone. It's not gone, but if you try it, they'll throw your ass in jail for it. The Democrats in that 10 mile by 10 mile square radius where they're at in Washington, D.C., has gotten so much power over every single state and every person. They even think they have so much power to override the Supreme Court. They don't. Supreme Court is the top law of the land. They're the ones who came out and look at the laws and make judgments via the law, not via the arguments, but via what the law says. Yeah, Jim Crow Joe. That's exactly right. Jim Crow Joe. Well, you got to remember who Joe Biden really is, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, you got to think back. I remember seeing stuff years ago when Biden was still a young man. He didn't want his children to go into school with black kids because it'd be like sending them to the jungle. And this is a man whose idol, his idol was Robert Byrd, one-time Grand Master of the KKK, which was started by the Democratic Party. And he was also a huge supporter of Jimmy Carter. Imagine that. Imagine that. But there's so much other stuff going on too about Biden and Hunter. Let's look at some other things that's happening. Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself. Everybody knows that. His girlfriend. Okay, where's she at? And why has none of the information come out yet? Can anybody answer me that one? Because we know Hunter's on there. We know Joe Biden's on there. We know Prince Andrew's on there. We know Bill Clinton's on there. We know everybody's on there that can be on there. But how come none of that's come out yet? This is our government in control. And I was listening to the opening remarks this morning on the January 6th committee, and I had to laugh because it's so ignorant. They kept saying democracy, democracy, democracy. Well, we're not in a democracy. We're in a republic. Even though you guys up there want a democracy so bad because you don't believe in just taking care of America, you're trying to encompass the rest of the world. Well, America wasn't made to encompass the rest of the world. America was made to be its own country. You have illegally brought in NATO. You have illegally let NATO take over parts of New York. Don't blame me, look it up. NATO owns a lot of land in New York. And that land means that they're sovereign. You got idiots in Washington, D.C., like their mayor, who's trying to do everything she can to get Washington, D.C. to become a state. No, Washington, D.C. is not a state. It's a sovereign area. It's 10 mile by 10 mile, and it's sovereign. So it can't become a state. I look at things in a way like a common man would. And I'm getting pretty upset on how things are going. I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting pretty upset. I've been biding my time, holding my tongue, not saying much, because it got me in a lot of trouble. And that's another reason why I stopped the shows, is because it got me into a lot of trouble. But I remember people were saying, we need to stand up, we need to stand up, we need to stand up, but yet nobody stood up. And when you do, the government comes after you. But your lawyers ain't helping you when the government comes after you, because the lawyers are part of the system to hold you down. Now, not everybody has time to go read legalese and read laws and do case studies to defend themselves, which I understand. But at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, men and women of all ages, you better start paying attention, because things are fixing to start crashing down. You look at the new tax bill that they just passed. Have you read it? Have you read that tax bill? I haven't read all of it. I've been reading it. It's pretty damn scary. It ain't for people that makes 400,000 or more. It's not. They can say whatever they want to say on the TV. That's not what it's for. It's for everybody that makes under 400,000. You're going to get taxed. And you're going to start losing money out of your checking account, your savings accounts, your IRAs, your Roth, everything. You're fixing to start losing that money. Because guess what? You're fixing to start getting taxed on it all. Up to 45%. It's pretty scary, ain't it? Just imagine, you guys have probably seen the videos of people going around, these ATF agents, FBI agents going up to somebody's house. Hey, yeah, we see you just bought this firearm. We'd like to see it so we can verify that you own it. They have no legal right to do that, but they're doing it. Now, remember when the story came out that there was, all these new IRS agents hired? How come you're not hearing no more about that? Where did that story go to? That's amazing, isn't it? And then we still got Democrats who are so ignorant, they're still blaming the hurricane that just hit Florida on global warming. Oh, and there's this one lady who says that it's due to the Republicans. The Republicans are the cause of the hurricane. Wow. Okay. I love watching Don Lemon, because every time he gets on the TV and he's got somebody on there that's not a Democrat, he gets his ass handed to him. I think it's kind of funny. I really do. And I know I'm going all over the place. I'm just damn flustered. And I've been thinking I might start this back up again. But I'm going to leave it to you folks. If you guys want me to start this up, let me know, and I will consider it. I will truly consider it. Because, I've been looking on YouTube, and I'm not seeing all the shows that used to be on here. Not seeing it all. And it could be because nobody wants to hear about this stuff. Nobody can get any advertisers. That's true. They can't. They can't get no advertisers because people advertising don't want to be involved in anything that has politics in it. But I think it's about time somebody started talking again. I think somebody starts talking again. And I ain't going to change. My language will be cleaner. That's about it. That's about it. And I will be brutally honest, even if it hurts myself. But this is something I think needs to happen. I would like to know if anybody's still doing these shows. i.e. Jeremy and even the one guy I don't get along with, Big Sarge, and all these other guys. I mean, I can't find them anywhere on YouTube anymore. You guys have to let me know. But, you know, the funny part about it is ever since Joe Biden become president, my old kettle's been boiling. My kettle's been boiling, and I've been trying to keep it under control because I've seen just how much of a tyrannical rule is taking place in America, not only in our government, but it also boils down to our police departments, sheriff's departments, city councils, school boards calling in the FBI wanting parents arrested for trying to do what's right for their kids. We have become a tyrannical society, but yet nobody's saying anything about it. So I'm thinking about doing this again. I don't know. Worst thing is they shut me down. So you guys let me know. You guys ask everybody else if you're still in contact with them that used to watch this show. You ask them, and then I'll go from there. But that's what I was afraid of, Jay. But you know what? I'm gonna try it. And if I make money on it, great. If I don't, great. But the biggest thing is I think it's time people start paying attention to what's really going on in America, because it's gotten out of hand. It really has gotten out of hand. And if it takes a simple person like myself to start saying something again, I'm going to. And you guys see, this is my studio. I have no microphones. It's just the camera that comes with the computer. I don't have the ring lights and I don't have all this stuff. It's just me. I don't have the soundboards and I don't have the fancy microphones or headphones. It's just me. But we're going to try this. If you guys visit with everybody and let me know what everybody says. Because trust me, I've been printing off stuff left and right. I've been looking stuff up. I'm still looking at all the bills they're trying to get passed and everything they're trying to get done before the midterm elections. Oh, yeah. Did you hear that Nancy Pelosi came out and said there is no way the Democrats are going to lose the House of Representatives? She said it would be impossible for them to lose the House of Representatives. What does that tell you? Interesting, huh? Kind of sounds like Stacey Abrams. I never lost the governor's vote. I won. I'm supposed to be governor of Georgia. But anyway, okay, I got my feet wet. I promise the next time will be a little bit better, and we'll go from there. So, all right, guys, you guys let me know what y'all think, and we'll go from there. Be safe. Adios. God love you.